There's a song that's playing now all over. I have little kids, so I hear the song a lot. And the song goes, Apam oideves Hashem, Apam oideves Hashem. And the high part goes, I did it, I, thank you, Hashem. Who said Apam oideves Hashem? Leah. Why did she say Apam oideves Hashem? When did she say that? Yehuda. Very good. Why did she say Apam oideves Hashem when Yehuda was born? Says Rashi, Apam oideves Hashem shekibalti yoiser mechelki. Yaakov has 4 wives, each one of them, and there's supposed to be 12 tribes, 12 children. Each one of the wives is supposed to have 3 children. I got more than my share. I got Yehuda. So maybe before that she also gave thanks to Hashem, but now the pasuk mentions it and emphasizes it that Apam oides Hashem shenotalti yoiser mechelki. I got more than my share. How are we called? We're called Yehudim. Why are we called Yehudim? Because a Jew has to always feel and give thanks to Hashem. Natalti yoiser mechelki. Whatever I have is more than what I'm supposed to. Don't take anything for granted. I'm healthy. Thank you, Hashem. Supposed to be healthy. Who said I shouldn't be healthy? No! Everything that I have is a matana from Hashem. Shenotalti yoiser mechelki. That's why I'm called Yehudi. Because I always give that thanks. I always give that thanksgiving to Hashem. Hapam oides Hashem shenotalti yoiser mechelki. That's the meaning of the song. That's why they chose that pasuk, based on this idea. A person comes to the Beis HaMikdash and brings his first fruit to the Beis HaMikdash, Bikkurim. And he says what's called Mikra Bikkurim, the declaration of Bikkurim. Mikra Bikkurim. What is Mikra Bikkurim? Thanksgiving to Hashem. Oidol Hashem. Bechor. First fruit. You're giving thanksgiving to Hashem. Mikra Bikkurim. You're speaking about the journey of the Jewish people throughout, from Lavan to Mitzrayim, till you've reached Eretz Yisrael, and here it is, my first fruit, and it's clear in the Mefarshim that Mikra Bikkurim has a din of a Hallel. Thanksgiving to Hashem. It's very fitting that we say Mikra Bikkurim, these psukim that are brought in Mikra Bikkurim, we say it by the Haggadah Shel Pesach. What's the linkage between the psukim of Mikra Bikkurim to Haggadah Shel Pesach? Listen to a beautiful chiddush. There's a Ramban that argues on the Rambam for not listing the mitzvah of Birkas HaTorah as a mitzvah deoraisa. The Ramban holds the mitzvah of Birkas HaTorah as a mitzvah min HaTorah. Not only learning Torah is min HaTorah, Birkas HaTorah is also min HaTorah. And the Ramban argues on the Rambam, and he says, you Rambam, you did not list Birkas HaTorah as a mitzvah midoraisa. You only listed learning Torah as a mitzvah min HaTorah. Why didn't you list the mitzvah of Birkas HaTorah? Ki Shem Hashem Ikra, Avu Godel Eloheinu. Says the Ramban, and don't tell me that the Rambam included Birkas HaTorah with the mitzvah of learning Torah as one mitzvah. The same way, the Rambam did not include Mikra Bikkurim and Bikkurim as one mitzvah. Rather, as 2 separate mitzvahs. There's one mitzvah Mikra Bikkurim, there's another mitzvah Bikkurim. The same way Mikra Bikkurim, and meaning the declaration of Bikkurim, and Havasa Bikkurim are 2 separate mitzvahs. So too, Birkas HaTorah and learning Torah should be 2 separate mitzvahs. And the same way, Haggadah Shel Pesach and Korban Pesach is 2 separate mitzvahs. So too, Birkas HaTorah and the Torah should be 2 separate mitzvahs. See, the Ramban is learning that Haggadah Shel Pesach and Korban Pesach is the same ratio, is the same yachas as Mikra Bikkurim and Bikkurim. Mikra Bikkurim, thanksgiving for the Bikkurim. Havasa Bikkurim, bringing it. Haggadah Shel Pesach, thanksgiving to Hashem for the ability to perform the mitzvah of Korban Pesach, or Matzah, where there is no Korban Pesach, even if there is. Same ratio, same yacha. Mikra Bikkurim, Hallel to Hashem for the mitzvah of Bikkurim. Haggadah Shel Pesach, thanksgiving to Hashem for Korban Pesach, for the Matzah. It's very matim that during the Haggadah Shel Pesach we recite these psukim that are brought in Mikra Bikkurim because they both have the din of a Hallel, of a Hoidah. There's another din called Vidui Bikkurim, brought in the Gemara Yevamis, and that's at the end of the Parsha, where he says, Va'ato eveisi es reshis kol peri Adama. It's clear in the Mefarshim that there's 2 dinim in Mikra Bikkurim. There's a din in Hallel, thanksgiving to Hashem, thank you very much Hashem, Apam oides Hashem, I did it, I thank you Hashem. And there's another din, Vidui Bikkurim, admitting that you've brought the Bikkurim. Just like we have in Maisa. There's another chiddush in Mikra Bikkurim that I want to share with you. Very interesting chiddush to think about. There's a Mishnah in Soito. Everybody knows the Mishnah. 7th perek in Soito, 2 Mishnahs, one after the other. First Mishnah is Elu ne'emorim b'chol loshoin. These following recitals can be recited in any language. Parsha, Soito, Vidui, Meiser, Kriya Shema, Tfilo, Birkas Hamazon, Shvuas Soidu, Shvuas HaPikoden. Whole list of things that are recited b'chol loshen. You can recite them in any language. The next Mishnah, Ve'elu ne'emorim b'loshen HaKodesh. These following recitals can only be recited in Hebrew in Loshen HaKodesh. The first one is Mikra Bikkurim. V'chalitzo, brochos eklos, birkas kohanim, birkas kohen gadol, parshas hamelech, parshas egla arufo, meshuach milchama v'shoshu medaber la'olam. All these things can only be recited in Loshen HaKodesh. Why? Why is the first group can be recited? How come it can be recited in any language? The second group, including Mikra Bikkurim, can only be recited by Loshen HaKodesh. Did you ever think of that? So the Gemara has psukim. The Gemara learns it out of psukim. But why is that so? Very interesting thing. Parsha Soito, Kriya Shema, Tfilo, any language. Mikra Bikkurim, Brochos Uklolois, also in the sixth parasha. Birkas Kohanim, only in Hebrew. Loshen HaKodesh. Why not? Why is that? Mefarshim say there's a very interesting chiluk. You got to think deep. It works by most of the list here. Some need a little bit thought, okay, but it works for most other things that are brought here. The things that are recited b'chol loshen are personal recitals. Birkas Hamazon, Kriya Shema, Tefillah are all personal issues, personal things, personal recitals that you personally declare, recite. The group that are said that can only be recited b'Loshen HaKodesh are things that you recite on behalf of the nation, not your personal recitals. Declarations on behalf of the nation. Mikra Bikkurim can only be recited by Loshen HaKodesh. Why? It's not your personal thanksgiving to Hashem. It's a public thanksgiving to Hashem. You're giving thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu on behalf of the nation, on behalf of everybody, on behalf of the cloud. You are part of the cloud, recognizing the miracles that Hashem did for you, bringing you to Eretz Yisrael and enabling you to eat the fruits of Eretz Yisrael. It's not your personal thanksgiving. It's different than Birkas Hamazon. Birkas Hamazon, you eat a sandwich, you say Birkas Hamazon as your own personal thanksgiving to Hashem. Bringing Bikkurim, you're standing as part of the tzibur, as part of the cloud. You're not saying your own personal thanksgiving to Hashem. You're saying thanksgiving on behalf of the cloud. The Mikra Bikkurim has a din of a Hallel, has a din of a thanksgiving. We learned that it's very fitting and very mat'im to recite this psukim in the Haggadah Shel Pesach, because as we saw in the Ramban, Haggadah Shel Pesach also has a geder of thanksgiving to Hashem for the ability to bring Korban Pesach, for the ability to eat the matzah. In another Chiddush, the Mikra Bikkurim is thanksgiving on behalf of the nation. That's why it can only be recited in Loshen HaKodesh. And we learned the most important lesson, that we're called Yehudim because we're always supposed to feel Shenotalti, Yoisel Michalki. Everything we have is more than we deserve.